all men by this presence, this memorandum of understanding made and entered into this first day of April 2024 in Tarangnan, Samar by and between the Municipal Task Force to End the Local Communist Armed Conflict, MTF-LCAP of Tarangnan, Samar, represented by Honorable Danilo Vitan, MTF-LCAP Chairman, with office address at Municipal Hall, Tarangnan Province of Samar, hereinafter referred to as the First Party, and the 3rd Infantry Battalion, 7th Infantry Division, Philippine Army, under the operational control of the Infantry Division, Philippine Army, stationed in Barangay Tumobong, Sanori, Samar, represented by its commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Fritz P. Montimot, hereinafter referred to as the Second Party. Witnessed, whereas Executive Order Number 70, Series of 2018 was issued, institutionalizing the whole of nation approach in attaining inclusive and sustainable peace, creating a national task force to end local communist armed conflict, LCAP. Whereas in the concept of whole of nation approach, the government is expected to prioritize and harmonize the delivery of basic services and social development packages in conflict-affected areas and vulnerable communities, facilitate societal inclusivity, and ensure active participation of all sectors of society in the pursuit of the country's peace agenda. Whereas, to ensure the convergence and coherence in the implementation of the Executive Order Number 70, Series of 2018, the Department of the Interior and Local Government, DILG, has issued Memorandum Circular Number 2019-105 on August 6, 2019 as guidelines for LGUs in the establishment of local task force to end local communist armed conflict at local levels. Whereas, in compliance with Executive Order Number 70, Series of 2018, and the LG Memorandum Circular Number 2019-125, the Municipality of Tarangnan, Samar issued Executive Order Number 02, establishing the Tarangnan Municipal Task Force to end the local communist armed conflict. Whereas, due to the collaborative, active, and effective participation of the First Party, the Philippine National Police, and the Second Party, and the level of Communist New People's Army's activities in the municipality of Tarangnan was reduced to a very manageable level. Whereas the zero MP violent and non-violent activity and the fact that there are no longer KKAR barangays in the municipality indicates that Tarangnan is now cleared of NPA influence. Whereas the revised joint implementing rules and regulation of Executive Order 546 in relation to Executive Order 110 designated the PNP as the lead in law enforcement operations and relegated the AFP to a supporting role. Whereas the Local Government Code of 1991 mandated the establishment of every province, city, and municipality a local peace and order council pursuant to Executive Order Number 309 as amended under series of 1988. Whereas the Local Government Code of 1991 further directed the local government units to exercise its powers expressly granted and those necessarily implied therefrom in maintaining peace and order and preserving the comfort and convenience of its inhabitants. Whereas the First Party and the local provincial police office acknowledges that law enforcement operations actively support the military operations and the maintenance of peace and security. Whereas the First Party would like to continue to conduct activities to its members' agencies aimed to deny the surgence of communist terrorist group influence in the municipality. Whereas the parties agree that the spirit of this instrument is to sustain the government peace and order efforts in the municipality and to elevate the level of confidence of the people of Tarangnan, Samar, creating an environment that is conducive to socio-economic, political, and cultural development. Wherefore, the parties mutually agreed to bind themselves to the following covenants. 1. The First Party shall, through its local peace and order council and with the assistance of the municipal and provincial police, assume the primary responsibility in sustaining the peace and preventing the resurgence of the communist armed conflict in Taranan, Samar. Second, the first party shall continuously provide appropriate support, capacity building activities and logistics to the PNP and Armed Forces of the Philippines necessary for the maintenance of peace and order and conduct activities designed to enhance law enforcement operation of the PNP and the IFP. Third, the first party shall ensure the community development efforts and people empowerment activities are being conducted by different agencies within respective fields. Further, the first party shall allocate and use reasonable resources to ensure that the communist terrorist group will not be able to influence any political subdivision of the municipality. Fourth, the first party shall continue to monitor and periodically assess and submit a report of the PTF-LCAC on the prevailing criminality and its internal security situation. Fifth, the first party shall also assist in strengthening the integrated territorial defense system, ITDS, and integrate the community defense plan that will harmonize the effort of barangay peace action teams, the BPATs, patrol-based operation, and barangay intelligence network, BIN, and preventing communist terrorist group resurgence in the municipality. Sixth, the first party shall actively facilitate the localized peace engagement and provide a platform for former rebels to directly be involved in the peace-building process to prevent the resurgence of insurgency in the municipality. Seven, the second party shall continue to actively support the municipal government of Taranan, Samar, concerned government line agencies and other stakeholders in the implementation of socio-economic programs. Eight, the second party shall continue to support the MTF-LCAC and Samar PTO in the implementation of law enforcement operations, securing vital installation and socio-economic projects. 9. The second party shall actively support the law enforcement operation capacity building activities of the first party. 10. The second party shall actively support the Samar Provincial Police Office, not only in the conduct of anti-drug operation, but also in environmental protection enforcement activities. 11. The second party must timely inform the MTF-LCAC chairman through the secretariat of any military or deployment of forces in Taranan, Samar. 12. The second party shall support the implementation and operationalization of the integrated territorial defense system in the municipality of Taranan, Samar. And last, the parties agree to mutually cooperate in every possible to giving meaning and effect of this memorandum of understanding.